Hi, my name is Ashley.
Angel.
Christina.
Trudy.
Gina Taylor.
Leslie.
Tiana.
Tori.
Lydia.
Sophie Lavigne.
Charles Teague. I've been working with Astrid for about 4 months.
I had 2 children and lost the baby weight, but was left just feeling soft everywhere.
I chose to work with Astrid because her bio said that she worked with people with eating disorders, and I have had an eating disorder for about 15 years now.
I joined Astrid's coaching programs early this year during the lockdowns to help me change my mindset and move away from unkind thoughts around my body image.
Going back 3 years, I actually competed in a bikini competition, rebounded horribly, went through, COVID and some depression issues, gained a ton of weight, and was probably the heaviest I've actually ever been.
For about 3 years, I was in sort of a state of chronic fatigue, and I had chronic pain in my knees, like it would just change from one knee to the other. And I was also recovering from a frozen shoulder.
I was binge and restricting. I wanted to lose weight. I couldn't find my deficit calories.
I wanted to lose weight, but I also wanted to fix my metabolism.
My goals were to be more accountable, improve my body composition, and improve my body image and mindset.
What I needed and what I was looking for was guidance with regards to how to balance workout and calories when it came to body recomposition. I didn't want to cut too fast. At the same time, I wanted to gain lean muscle mass and also lose body fat.
I'm 50, I'm almost 51, and I had found that, over the last several years, I was having a hard time sticking to any program or diets. I didn't want a yo-yo diet. I didn't want to do anything extreme.
I had a long history of kind of yo-yo dieting and fad dieting and jumping from diet to diet.
She's helped me figure out my mindset. I feel like I'm in such a better mindset now.
Astrid had her work cut out for her with me because I previously was not doing any sort of physical activity, but she was very patient, understanding where I was at and where I was hoping to be.
She introduced me to mindful eating. When I brought her my concerns and worries each week, she provided me with additional resources, things I printed out and read and followed.
I found Astrid's coaching immensely helpful, especially around meal planning, workout goals. And one of the main things that I learned actually during this time is how little protein my previous diet was on, and how much happier my gut is with my current diet that have a much higher protein level in it.
Any questions I needed for nutrition, I needed someone to go to, and Astrid was the perfect person for this.
When I first met Astrid and when I started coaching with her, the first thing she did was say, no restrictions. So that immediately just freed up a lot of space in my mind. It just all the time and thought and worry I put into that.
Astrid and I decided that we would reverse diet first, get my calories up, and then we would work on my mindset and go from there.
She was extremely supportive and sensitive to my individual needs, which really, really helped me feel comfortable and welcome to her program.
We were able to decide that a great goal for me to work towards would be to work on my metabolism.
One of the things that I've gained most from her programs is healthier relationship with food. Almost the first 4 months of us working together was towards that goal of a healthier relationship.
Astrid is really, really insightful when it comes down to what kind of foods I need to include. And also, I've learned a lot just listening to her interviews with other experts in the field. So she comes with a wealth of knowledge and very responsive.
It's been actually easy in the sense that she is so easygoing. I love her approach. It's very humane. I don't feel like, I'm scolded every week or I'm doing something wrong. I always feel like she encourages me.
She's been so amazing at helping me learn more about myself, learn more about my habits, why I've made different decisions and things with food, and has helped me learn about food, about what I'm putting into my body, why I'm putting it into my body, why I'm craving these things.
Working with Astrid has been invaluable in just 4 months. I feel like my relationship with food is different than it was when I started. I feel like how I look at food is different. I feel like I have more control over how I eat during the day.
She made the whole process extremely doable and sustainable by implementing just small changes. So I would encourage anyone who has any goals in mind. I mean, whether it is strength, physique, improving your relationship with food, talk to Astrid. Her knowledge, her positivity, and her guidance is worth every penny.
And she helped me stay consistent. So on the weeks when I was not perfect, which I beat myself up over and I was very upset, she helped me to see the big picture, to see that my weight was trending down and it was okay to fall off sometimes and not be perfect. I think working with Astrid for a good amount of time will really help you. And so in the 14 weeks, my highest weight to my lowest weight drop has been 20 pounds. So I've already reached my goal and my confidence has soared. I can fit into my clothes better. It's just been amazing.
My clothes are much looser on my body and much more comfortable. And my gut is generally much more happier with me because of the food choices I make today. I just learned that the number on the scale is not the only way to track your progress. And there's so many other sustainable and balanced ways to do that. So yeah, I'm just really happy with my month with Astrid. I'm bringing with me a lot. And I feel much more grounded today and have a kinder mindset and a happier gut.
I feel so much better. I still have a ways to go, but knowing that I've lost at least 18 pounds already, and I feel better. I have more energy. I've worked up my steps. I've worked up my meat. She's kept me going all this time. If you're thinking about hiring a coach, Astrid, I highly recommend her. She's been great. She's gotten me this far. And I really appreciate everything she knows and everything she does. And Team Biolayne as a whole, they just have no BS and they give you the information you need and they're constantly there to help.
She's helped me to get the energy back. Like I'm going out for walks and I'm getting my steps up, doing home workouts now, and 15 weeks into the challenge and it's nearly over. I can say that I have ticked off all my goals and I've lost a little bit of weight too. Lost about 4 kilos. So if you are thinking about having some coaching with Astrid, I would say definitely go for it. That would be my advice. You've got nothing to lose.
The biggest thing for me was getting my mindset right, because until we worked on that, I couldn't stick to anything. Once I figured out and realized the choices I was making and why I was making them, it became much easier to be consistent. I highly recommend Astrid. She's not just going to give you a cookie cutter plan and tell you eat this. She's going to work on why you're making the choices you're making. She's going to help you and give you pointers on how to do things from a different perspective, try to change your mindset and your perspective to get it right. So I'd say altogether in the process, I've lost about 13 pounds. I started at like 144.8. And this week, my average was 131.6. I have also learned that I can eat all my favorite foods and still maintain lower body fat levels.
In the end, I would definitely recommend this program to any family or friend looking to improve any aspect of their fitness or nutrition, even mindset, which is a big change for me. I would say to anybody looking into her programming to just go for it. You're not going to be disappointed with what you receive from her. She is wonderful, and I'm so happy with the results that I got. So go ahead and do it.
I went from eating 1,450 calories a day to now eating almost 1,700 a day. We did that in 4 months. I was able to do it and not put on any weight. I'm still wearing the same jeans and all that, but I'm a lot happier because I get to eat more food. I get to eat fruits and vegetables again, which is something I didn't really do before when I was doing a low carb diet. It's given me a lot more freedom to see that it doesn't always result in an increase on the scale when, you have someone to help you. I think, if you're somebody who is looking for a coach who is patient, who listens, if you're maybe female like me who's struggling with metabolic health, maybe something like PCOS, which is it's very hormonal and very hormone driven, I think that you'll find success working with Astrid. And I really enjoyed it. And I actually signed up for another 24 weeks with her. And I'm super excited to do it with Astrid because she's shown me that the choices she's made in my coaching have worked. And I couldn't be more grateful.
It's changed my life in more ways than I can express, and I am so grateful for working with her. I imagine I'll be working with her for at least the next year or so. I'm just afraid of losing all those valuable skills that she's taught me, and so yeah, she's been great, and I appreciate her so much.
It's been over 4 months and I've already lost around 4% body fat, and on my weight dropped from 137 pounds and now I'm sitting around 128.5, and my strength has not decreased at all. I just recently competed and I set records in the state of Georgia, and my overall health and performance is just better. So highly recommend Astrid. If you are looking for someone who will give you just not, what you need to do, but also tailor it to your needs, and just a very nice person to work with overall. So highly recommend her.
I don't feel like food is controlling me anymore. I feel like I'm in control. I also feel like I can eat pretty much whatever I want as long as it fits in my macros. And that's a very liberating feeling. If you have a chance to work with Astrid, I would strongly recommend it. I even decided, I thought this was going to be just 16 weeks and I'm done. But I feel like I still have lots to learn. And I like the accountability that it gives me when we check in every week. It makes me reflect on my week. And I always know that Astrid's there to encourage me, point me in the right direction, give me information that I need. So I decided to go ahead and continue for the next few months and see where it takes me. And I would encourage anybody to, work with Astrid. I think you would not regret it.
Overall, I just feel like I'm in such a better mindset that I'm able to make good decisions when it comes to what I'm eating. I'm still have a long way to go. I'm still learning, but I just feel like she has helped me focus, and she gives me these great focus points, gives me things to work on, not only physically, but mentally, which I feel like has been such the game changer for me, that I've been able to work on things mentally and physically.
So if you are considering coaching and you're looking for that kind of next level of accountability, next level of knowledge, I really couldn't recommend working with Astrid enough. The way I eat today, the way I look at food today is completely different than it was 4 months ago. And that is in large part because of the work I've done with Astrid. So couldn't recommend working with her enough.